Hey, uh, so I saw this insane post on Facebook. Of course, it was Facebook, and it made me angry. I like really ridiculously angry, and and immediately tinnitus started blaring in like my left ear, that deep humming, and I hadn't really been angry for like 4 or 5 days, and it had pretty much gone away. I've been like a lot calmer, just focusing on being calm and not, and also like being in fight or flight, like calming myself down from that stuff. And so it had really died down a lot, and overall my tinnitus had been a lot quieter. And I was thinking like that deep rumbling noise um, was because of I think it started because I was angry. Like I was so ridiculously livid and angry with my mom when I was in Florida. At one point, something happened. I was just, that's not important really what happened, but like, I was just so fucking pissed. And then that night, that deep humming sound started. And I thought it was because like I moved my neck or something a certain way. And that might be part of it. There might be like something going on, but like my nervous system wasn't registering it before. Like I've been having neck problems for years, and I hadn't had that deep rumbling sound, but I got so fucked because I had been constantly like in fight or flight and constantly fucking pissed the fuck off because of people being like, your problems aren't real and you just need to toughen up and shit like that, like while I'm fucking dying, you know? And so like, and I'm tougher than anybody. Like, I mean, who gets up every day for 10 years and works out for an hour in the morning before doing anything? Fucking no, Goggins doesn't do that shit. Like, I'm pretty tough. I'm not saying I'm like Navy SEAL tough. Like, if I had to do that, I'd be like, where's that fucking bell? But I'm pretty tough. Like, I mean, the fucking sports I played and the workouts I'm just saying, like, the only people I know that like push themselves harder physically than me are like people that competed at like a high level in college or professional. Um, and but like other than that, like I willfully, like purposefully endured, and just for the sake of staying healthy. Like those people have a fucking sport to play. There's a lot of people in like Division 1 sports and professional sports that get fat after they get out. And that would never happen to me. I mean, I work out more than most people now, and I'm fucking my neck's broken. So I have a lot of discipline and can endure a fuckload of pain, but that could be part of the problem. Like I just pushed myself too hard, like mentally, and also I didn't think like anything of the intense anger and intense like uh what you call it, the fight or flight anxiety, stuff like that. I didn't think, I thought it sucked, but I didn't think it was having like a physical toll on me. And I think I don't know, like when I was a kid, um I had intense anger and anxiety because of my mom, to the point where I was in a mental hospital. My health problems also started after having intense emotional problems. Like my problems with this neck issue started happening soon after I started having intense emotional problems from like just verbal abuse, and I was in a mental hospital again in 2019 for severe stress and anxiety, and not be a lot of it was not being able to sleep because I was having heart problems, but I was in an intense emotional state because I couldn't sleep, and nobody would help me. Doctors wouldn't help me. They're like, I don't know, man, your heart's just stopping every so often. And they wouldn't do any tests. They wouldn't let me see a cardiologist. And when I did see a cardiologist, he was like, I don't know. You just gonna have to live with it, forever. After 5 minutes, he just said, you're just gonna have to live with it. I'm like, don't you want to like do some shit? you know? He didn't even try to push pharmaceutical medications on me. I was like, what the fuck, dude? They're like, that's lazy as fuck. Like, everyone pushes that shit. I mean, at least try to pass some of that bullshit off on me. Didn't even try. Didn't even try to fuck me over with pharmaceutical bullshit. Which, some of it's good, but like a lot of it is like you could take herbal over the counter stuff and it does just as good. and there's no side effects. So yeah, like my dad was taking like heart medication to get his heart pressure down because he's out of shape, and he needed to get surgery, and you need your heart pressure to go down. See, if it's too high, maybe you bleed out or have a heart attack, or I forget what the problem is. You have complications. So it wasn't working, it wasn't working, it wasn't working. Again, I told him he should take some licorice because I had taken licorice, and my heart rate went from like 75 resting to like 55. And I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even, I was taking it because I heard it was good for your stomach, which it is. But I meant like, but I also was like, what the fuck? So I looked it up and it's like, it's great for your, for blood pressure. You can take too much of it and then have blood pressure problems, or it's too low. But like so I told my dad to take some of that, and then his blood pressure went down a lot, and he could get surgery. But like, you know, but doctors have been trying to get him, with this pharmaceutical drug, are having no luck for a month. And it's like, I don't think I'm some kind of a genius or anything. It's just like, a lot of people know this. Like, if you go on Amazon reviews for like herbal remedies and stuff, people will be like, "Yeah, this helps so much better than the shit my doctor gave me." I'm not the only one. Anyhow, fucking livid at this post. Fucking livid. I get so mad when people, try to tell other people like, I'm the, you can't say this, you can't say that. And it's like, unless it's advocating for violence, shut the fuck up. Like, let people, or you could, you know, be polite about it. Be like, I don't know why you're saying it like this, or maybe you shouldn't, or but just ordering people around what they can't. That woke bullshit, like, you know, fuck that. Like, that's just, you know, so a couple woke people in the country started deciding like what the whole all the this is the proper way to act and this is the proper way to talk, and if you don't, you're a bad person. I'm like, fuck you. Like, I actually go out of my way to help people. And I know there's a lot of progressive people that don't do that shit. They talk a load of shit. They just try to be like, I'm super woke and blah, blah. I'm like, are you going out and helping the homeless? Fuck no. Are you going out and helping the elderly? Fuck no. Like, it's just, it matters what you do. Not like, oh, I said the words. Like, shut the fuck up. So anyway, um, yeah, so I was so fucking livid. And I'm like, first of all, I shouldn't be letting myself get that mad over stupid shit people say on Facebook, because people who are on Facebook all the time are fucking mentally ill. And it's like, I've been in mental health places. You don't take those people seriously. I had dudes coming up to me yelling at me all kinds of fucking shit. And I'm just like, it didn't bother me. Because they were fucking mentally ill. Fucking anger problems out the ass, and like they're beaten as kids, like they're abused, coming from horrible like living conditions, and they're just get pissed off at the drop of a hat. Like, that's people on Facebook. Like, who are always on. That's what it does to your brain if you're on it all the time. So like, I shouldn't be letting mentally ill people get the best of me. Anyhow, so I'm so fucking livid immediately. That blah 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 like sound in my ear, and I'm like, fuck, it's the anger. I thought it was like how I was moving my neck, the neck curve, and it's like, but it started when my mom was doing shit, and my tinnitus, which started mildly, I was having severe anger problems. I was 15 years old, and that's when I started having problems standing, and that's when I started having problems with, and then I had severe stress and anxiety in college, and I started developing back problems. And it's like, I think these intense fucking emotions that are like putting me in intense fight or flight are fucking up my body real bad. And I think they're causing a lot of this. I mean, it could be a major source of the connective tissue problems I've been having. Because like, I noticed, like, when I'm in fight or flight, my body doesn't repair. It's not just my connective tissue, it's just my muscle. So like, I can lift weights, right? Normally, if I lift weights and do like a set of 10, and that's all I can do, I'm like, oh man, 10, I'm done. Normally, after a couple days, I can then do 11, or 12, because I got stronger. Ugh. Just I'm sitting here. But like when I'm in fight or flight, I'll do 10, and then a couple of days later, I can still only do 10. So my body's literally not repairing, or doing it at a very slow rate. And if your body's not repairing connective tissue, that's extra bad because connective tissue takes longer to repair. So if I'm in like fight or flight, over and over and over again, and then all my connective tissue is having problems throughout my body because of that, and then playing sports where I get knocked on my ass, I get knocked around, I'm wrestling, I'm on a trampoline growing up, and I'm stressed the fuck out, and I'm going to be more prone to spinal injuries. So, I still do think, it is very probable that my Lyme and Bartonella have seriously a lot to do with what I'm going through, because there are people who experience stress way more than I do throughout their life and don't have these issues. But definitely, I mean, the tinnitus happened, boom. As soon as I got angry, boom, tinnitus. So I was like, okay. So I really, if I don't learn to control my emotions and put myself in like a Zen kind of state as much as possible and chill, then it could kill me because I'm not going to heal. I'm not going to recover. So I just want to put it out there. It's not just like, feel good bullshit. It's literally like fucking up my body in a serious way, both the connective tissue, the muscle, and my nervous system. Seriously fucking it up. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that.